Georgia got themselves a receiver, boy. CJ Wiley from Milton High School. He better be a damn dog. Decommits from Florida State. Just committed to the Georgia Bulldogs. We need receivers, TK. Do you know anything about this kid?
No, I don't. And I'm right here. So
come on, go do some scouting. Come on,
yeah,
ball.
Milton got a squad.
I definitely will do some scouting. It's playoff time in Georgia, so yeah, I'll definitely check the kid out. And
right.
Everybody's raving about him over here in the chat. So
I know everyone's pumped. 6'4", 195. I like that. He looked like an AJ Green, 6'4", 195.
I'll take that.
Class of 2025. 4-star recruits on 24/7 Sports. Okay, I'm gonna see a little route right now. He looks like TK running, just long striding, skinny, but he's got a lot of hair, so he ain't TK. All right, welcome in everyone. It is Bulldog Benter, Aaron Murray, Ben Jones, Tavarres King, Knowshon Moreno joining you to preview the Georgia Ole Miss game going down this weekend in Oxford. Somewhat desperation time for Ole Miss as they cannot lose any more games if they want to make the playoffs. And obviously Georgia with Tennessee looming next weekend can't afford to drop one themselves either. So this is a massive weekend of college football. This game, we'll give our preview, quick thoughts on Alabama, LSU as well. And then obviously score prediction at the end, what we think this game is going to be when it's all said and done. Appreciate everyone joining us. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll have 2 player shows coming out tomorrow, so make sure you do sub to the channel so you get all those notifications from our current student athletes at the University of Georgia. All right, boys. Weather is going to hit across the Southeast this weekend. So before we get into the specifics of the game, I want to go around the horn and just say, how does weather affect you and your position? What did you have to do differently? What should you worry about? So let's do that. We'll start with Ben first because we never really talk about offensive line. And when it comes to weather, we talk about quarterbacks, receivers, running backs. What does weather and how does that affect an offense line and obviously center specifically as well?
Yeah. I feel like we practiced it a lot in the NFL. Like in college, I feel like we never really thought nothing of it. If it rained, it rained. But like we would have wet ball drill if it was going to rain that week every day during QB Center exchange. For me, I learned a different way to hold the ball when it was raining and wet. I found ways to keep my hand dry. I would wear the hand warmers that you'd wear when you're cold and put a towel inside of it so I could stick my hand in there and keep it dry. So all I had to do was switch out towels instead of having a towel on your hip that gets soaked after one play. So you're trying to find different ways just to keep your hand dry. And like for me, the logo on the ball, I always put it in my palm so the quarterback wouldn't get the slippery logo. Just trying to think of everything that went behind it to have a clean exchange with the quarterback.
Interesting. Anything different with like a gun snap for you?
Gun was same thing. You just didn't want to throw. I threw a dead ball back there instead of a spiral. So it'd be just a little for the guy so he can see the laces, catch it easier. So I definitely had to think about it, but I know the rest of the offensive lines absolutely love rain games. That means you ran the football. Yep. The guys on the edge couldn't get off the rock like they wanted to because they were slipping on the DNs. So our guys absolutely love playing good teams when it's raining because we're going to run the ball with Derek, and it'll be a fast game to get on home.
Hey, we like those games. We like those games. All right, TK, let's go to receiver. Were you a glove, no glove? Like, what's the difference with the rain with gloves? Are there different type of gloves you can wear? Break it down for the fans.
Yeah, there's actually different type of gloves. There's different type of I guess tackness that comes on some gloves that you can get. You can switch out a little rain wear, I guess you would call them. But for me, I would either wear those or depending on how much rain we were getting. If it was just a crazy ass, just sloppy game, then I was probably wearing no gloves. You're gonna probably have few more body catches than normal, and just that focus just has to go up. No shield, no visor, for sure there, and then obviously the big focus, the major focus is route running, is just keeping your feet underneath you when you're in and out of breaks and things like that. So just making sure your feet are underneath your hips. You know, anytime your feet get outside your hips, that gets a little dangerous. That allows you to slip, as well as cause injuries. So those are all things that were emphasis in games like probably this weekend.
I know. Did you wear gloves? I mean, the theme is right now rain game, trust the running backs, trust the run game. Was there a different mindset for you when like you knew it was gonna be a rain game of like I gotta take my game up a notch because they're gonna rely on me even more in this one?
Yeah, it's just like the guys were saying. It's going to be, one of those games where you're going to run ball. So you like to hear that. And yeah, I did wear gloves, but in rain games, sometimes you just take them off, like TK said. Or a big thing for the backs is the sleeves, man. Some of the guys like to wear sleeves, and them things get slick. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
I never wore sleeves. But a rain game, it is a rain game. It is what it is. I mean, I don't think it's as a big of a deal, other than like a cold game. Like I like those cold games because then I know, what I mean, that the defense don't want to tackle like that in them cold games, especially when it gets late. You start, what I mean, and you up by 14 on them boys. You start running downhill. I love me a cold game. You know what I mean, over a rainy game.
So you was no sleeves in the cold too. I didn't go no sleeves cold either. I know you didn't, but being you crazy.
Nah, no sleeves. That boy was out there walking barefoot. So
yeah.
Hey, did y'all ever change like to the big spikes or anything different?
I did.
I know some guys would do it. They hurt my feet too bad, but like I knew receivers and DBs always kind of.
Yeah.
Back in the day with the screw-ins. Wait, listen, bro. We didn't do that forever though. So what? Did someone do it for us in the league? Because I don't remember ever doing it.
I feel like we always had an extra. Like we kept 7 studs in our bag.
Yeah.
Bro, there's no way.
They had cleats on the side. We was playing.
Also, the turf in Denver, or was it grass?
No, it's grass. But listen, like you never need something that high though in these NFL stadiums. I feel like.
Hey, when it's snowing, I had to wear them.
Yeah, bro.
That's the only time I've ever worn a different.
Man, some fields were ass. The Commanders, awful.
Yeah.
Houston was bad.
Houston bad back in the day.
Back in the day, Houston was terrible. Terrible.
That's what I'm saying. You got to catch it. Like
Chicago in the winter when that grass is like
this. MetLife.
Chicago. Yeah, by that place.
MetLife.
Yeah, I don't think I did the spikes when I played. Honestly, there was no game for that. I don't think.
Yeah, I know that snow was rough.
Speaking of not want to tackle with anyone, did y'all catch the Saquon run the other night off the catch?
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
I've never seen anything like it. It looked like a glitch on a video game.
You can't even do that in a video game.
You can't. I would tear 5 ligaments if I tried to do that, even when I was playing.
The best is the reaction to the guys seeing it live on the sideline. I was like, that is.
He jumped backwards while running somehow.
The anticipation on that is just understand how ridiculous.
But Knowshon, like you're the hurdling master.
That's what I'm saying.
How fast do you make that decision that you're going to hurdle someone?
When he came out of that spin, and he was in a half spin, like his peripheral vision is so ridiculous. He can kind of see the guy coming, but then the preciseness on the distance between him and the back in the back. Like you had to, if you're too far away, he's gonna catch you in the air. If you're too close, you're gonna run into him. Like to know exactly when to jump though, and anticipate that guy running through was
the smoothest part of
ridiculous.
The smoothest part of it all, he like looked at bro. He held the ball high and tight and looked at him. Like
yeah.
I was like, what?
Peripheral vision is ridiculous.
Insane.
Wow.
I'll see if I can pull it up real quick for those who haven't seen it. It was absolutely filthy. Knowshon, what's a better feeling? Trucking someone or hurdling someone?
Dang, that's so tough. That's so tough because there ain't nothing like running downhill. You just and y'all both going full speed and you just run them over and keep on going, especially in the league because I just love it. You know what I'm saying? But then that excitement though that the crowd gets, like you saw the Saquon and everyone when you jump over someone, everyone like, oh my goodness, did you see that? That's tough, man. Man, I gotta
I
go
didn't-
running over.
I know I remember the hurdles and stuff like that more than the trucks.
Right.
Put it,
Okay.
Put
Yeah.
it like this: you got bodies in the trucking lane, but who have you hurdled? Like you got Ed Reed. You know what I'm saying? Like put it like
Right.
that. It's like
I haven't seen this angle yet, though. For those who have not seen this hurdle, by the way, this angle right here.
Look at the peripheral right here. Right there, bottom.
Oh my God.
Yes.
The peripheral right there.
Yeah.
Right,
And then,
right when he came out of there, right here.
what the fuck?
That's
That's unbelievable. That's stupid. That is
He's,
Yeah,
worth
I like
every,
him.
he's worth every penny they paid him.
Yes.
Every-
Every penny. Every damn penny. God, he's so good.
Mm.
All right, what were we talking about? Rain? Okay, let's get back on track here. We got a little sidetracked with that one. Apologize, everyone. Been a long week. Last night was a long night. All right, let's get to the
Yeah.
game. If it does rain, last one on the weather, then we'll move on. If it does rain, advantage who?
Us.
Yeah.
yeah, they throw the piss out of it.
Yeah. But Ben, we've talked about with Georgia in their running game right now, and like the offense line's better pass than run.
Oh no.
Like, do you think we could run it? Like their front seven's pretty damn good. I think it's gonna be a
Yes.
low ass scoring game if it's raining because I think both defenses are pretty damn good.
And not only that, though, I mean, my fault, man. I didn't mean to cut you off because y'all all said it's advantage Georgia, but I mean, we don't got to run the quarterback like they do. So I mean, they can either do it with the
True.
backs or take off with their quarterback. So I don't know if I can give us the advantage yet. It's tough. And like you said, their front seven is ridiculous. So yeah.
Right now, Ole Miss versus in conference. This is in conference games. Is giving up 120 yards per game on the ground. Georgia in conference games giving up 117 yards per game on the ground. So pretty equal there in conference when it comes to rush.
Sure, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
I mean,
So the big go ahead, T.
no, I think I saw somewhere today. I think we're ranked like 97th in rushing offensively.
I can see that.
Yeesh.
I mean, like that. So I would say the same thing Knowshon says. Like we would have to find a way to get it going, and they
Oh
got.
my
That's true?
boys.
That's the statement, bro.
Let me pull up a little something for us to look
scary.
at. I am shocked. I have not looked
Ole
at
Miss
this
is
before.
top. Aren't they top 5 in run defense?
I didn't even want to say that shit, Murray. But
Yeah, I'm glad you brought it up. I did not know we were this low when it comes to rushing offense. Let me share the screen again. I'm getting all fancy today. This right here. Can y'all see this?
No.
Somewhat.
Somewhat. Let me see if I can zoom in.
Yeah, you went back.
was it somewhat?
Yeah,
No,
you
no.
can't see it. All right.
Yeah,
Well, I'll tell you.
you went too far.
Yeah, I ain't even want to say that, bro. I really don't.
All right. So right now, Georgia is 15th in the SEC in rushing yards per game at 132. Only LSU is worse at 115.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ole Miss is 4th at 178. So maybe not. We'll see. I do think this is two elite defenses. If it does rain, let's be honest. Ole Miss's offense is better than Georgia's offense. Ole Miss's weakness is their offensive line. So Georgia needs to do what they did versus Texas. To me, that's the key. Is Georgia's D line getting after them like they did Quinn Ewers, because I don't think Ole Miss's offensive line is anything special. But back to us running the football. Are we good enough to run the football on the road in the rain against that defense? And I'll lean on Knowshon and bet on this one. Like if we said we're going to run the ball 45, 50 times, how many points are we going to get out of that?
I feel like it's kind of run. If it's just if you have to run the ball, no team can throw it. I feel like we can dial up more different types of runs. I feel like it'll be a 17-14 type of game, our advantage. But if it's just enough to be aggravating, I think the advantage goes to them, honestly.
Yeah.
Like it's either got to be a monsoon but if both teams are able to throw it, I feel like it's going to be a little more turnovers and stuff like that, and that's when the game's going to dictate right there. You either wanted a monsoon or nothing at all, honestly.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that one. It was crazy. I never played in rain all 4 years at Georgia. We had the year before versus
Arizona State.
I wasn't playing. That was Joe.
Oh my goodness, it flooded.
Yeah, that flooded that game. That was, I don't even know. We won that game, I think. I don't know what the stats were on that one.
Ugly. That was my worst game in college football.
The big difference with Tate, though, back in the lineup, Ben.
Yeah, it helps. It just gives us a little more depth. I feel like he is our leader on that O-line. He's a guy they look to in situations when, hey, it's not going well. He's the guy who's going to step up and be that rock for us. And he can play multiple positions. So happy to have him back. Don't really like him in a rain game because you have to – that ankle's going to be given. The grass is going to be given. So you think about that. You're trying to keep this guy healthy. So it scares me a little bit, honestly. But hopefully his ankle's all the way back. But I think he'll be the guy who rotates again this week just for safety issues.
TK, do we put if I don't know what the health and update of how much ETN's going to be ready to go in this game, and same thing, like if it's raining, depending on the injury, do we trust Nate Frazier to be the guy the entire game? How much are we giving, in your opinion, Dylan Bell and Arian Smith touches like in the backfield, jet sweeps, that sort of thing? Like, is that something Bobo should be thinking about as well? Just because, I mean, it could be a freshman running back and as the guy all of a sudden, depending on what ETN looks like, and I'm sure warm-ups.
Yeah, 100%. Though Frazier showed he's very capable and willing to get in there and mix it up. He's got to be spelled somehow. So if ETN's not available and Nate has to be that guy, kind of the bell cow. Shit, we've been calling for it on this podcast all year. More Dylan Bell. Like it was working last year. We were loving it last year, just finding ways for him to get the ball. And like, hell, we haven't really seen him doing that. So you got to think that if the ball gets in his hand a little bit more, you will see more production and more explosives out of him, and he'll get comfortable doing things. So I would again call for it. I would again love to see him get back there and mix it up, but he's still a receiver.
Knowshon, can Nate handle the full load?
For sure. But besides that, of course. I've been talking about the kid this whole year. So for him to get out there and get the start and just get going early, get a lot of carries like he did last week, I think could be a good thing. Gives us that spark we need. You saw a little bit of what Cash can do in that backfield as well and out the backfield. So, we'd like to see Dylan in the backfield, but I think we got guys that can kind of get it done. And you're just going to have to open that playbook again. This is like a playoff game. There's a lot of implications on this game. If Ole Miss lose, they're out. If we lose to them boys, who knows how far we drop? Who wants to play that kind of game? So I think this is a big game. If we can get this one, this would kind of give us a little bit of a wiggle room in that Tennessee game. Don't want to look ahead, but that's dead. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
If they win this game, Georgia's in the playoffs, regardless of if they don't make it to Atlanta or not.
Well, of course you got to finish out, right? You're saying if they finish out, obviously.
No, right? I'm saying Georgia's not going to lose to UMass. They're not going to lose to Georgia Tech.
Right. Okay. All right. What will be worse? And let's just play this game. All right.
God.
If we lost to Ole Miss or if we lost to Tennessee, what would be worse?
I don't think it matters.
So we can lose either one.
We can lose either one. A 10-2 SEC team is in. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What if it's 6 of them?
Yeah, God.
For real.
How's there going to be 6 of them?
It's so tight right now.
Texas, us, Tennessee, Alabama
Missouri
still.
in it. Missouri in it. Vanderbilt 6-3.
Missouri's out. 6-3.
Obviously, LSU, Alabama loser that is
LSU
out.
Correct. Yeah, true.
A&M
I'm just saying, man.
still in. Tennessee's still in.
It'd be 4 at least.
Texas is
If you
still
were
in.
to lose one, it would be the Tennessee.
I guess A&M could be out if they lost to Texas, honestly.
Yes.
Because of what they're ranked, Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? Like you
then
can't lose
beat
to a
Texas.
16th Ole Miss.
You can't lose to a 16th Ole Miss. You
I
can
mean,
lose to a
you
16th Ole
can,
Miss.
bro.
Yes, you
Then
can.
that just makes it so much tougher for that. I don't know.
No.
All right,
There's
I
no
guess
way
we
the
move
committee
on.
would leave out a 10-2 Georgia is not getting
I
left
get
out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No
No.
chance.
But bro, why lose? Yeah, we don't lose any of these things.
No one wants to lose, Knowshon, but you're the one who played the game. You asked the question. There's no chance.
So you still didn't answer. You said it don't matter. I guess it don't matter. You said I was asking.
Doesn't
Everyone
matter.
says it don't matter. I say we can't lose this one. Don't lose.
Yeah,
this
no
16th ranked team.
Knowshon, I have one more question with weather and the way he runs the football, because you brought this up earlier. It made me think of this. Do you have? I know that like defenders maybe don't want to hit the guys when it's a little bit cold or wet, just whatever it is, or makes it a little bit more difficult. But when it comes to protecting the football, he runs so aggressively. Like, is that a worry with how aggressive he does run when it comes to protecting the football when it is wet outside?
I mean,
Like, do you have to loosen up a little bit and not be as aggressive as a runner too?
nah, not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
You gotta hold on to that rock. It is what it is at the end of the day. You can't be tiptoeing in there. Don't do that. Nah, man. I mean, you gotta be conscious of it. I think that's anyone. That's not just backs. I mean, everyone has to be conscious of the ball. But I wouldn't say, oh, Ben, don't snap it so fast because it's wet out. Nah, bro, I gotta get it there. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, It is what it is. So no, I don't think he changes his running style. I mean, it just comes with experience, right? I mean, how many times has he played in rain games? That's what it comes down to at the end. So yeah, I don't know if he played. I probably played a couple in high school, maybe. So maybe he's used to them. I mean, in Jersey, I was used to those games. I'm like, let's get it. You know. So
Knowshon's just a different breed. Shane Bentley, the super chat, appreciate it. Good day, gents. Of what I'm seeing, everyone is picking Ole Miss against Georgia. I'm hoping that opens the door on how Georgia handled Texas. I'm hoping this is the turning point for Beck. I think we're all hoping this is the turning point for Beck. And there may be someone in this group right now that may pick Ole Miss when we do our points or our predictions here in a little bit. So we'll see who that person may be. Knowshon. Let's get some more chats real quick. Will Carson ever have a complete game, Murray? I don't know if this is the game against this defense and if it's wet outside. So I'm not saying this is the one, but hopefully versus Tennessee the following week would be nice. Last one for me. Aaron, were you the QB that year, the Super Bowl game against Tech? Yeah. That was 2010. Yeah. You remember that in Sanford?
Yes.
That was cold. All right, new rule that came out a week ago. We got to discuss it because Ole Miss is the king of this. How many fake injuries are they going to have this game? 2, so they only get the fines. Did you all see the new rules when it comes to fines? So Greg Sankey came out and said last week, if it is deemed that you faked an injury, the first fine is $50,000. The second time it's $150 or maybe $100. And then the third one, I think, is $150 plus the coach is suspended. How difficult is it to determine if someone fakes it or not?
Well,
or do you think this? Do you think that's enough in a big game like this for like Ole Miss to get rid of it?
Well, we don't go fast anyway, so they ain't gonna be faking no injuries.
That's true.
Yeah.
If anything, we're gonna be laying down there. We're like, oh, slow down.
You can't get up and then fall down. I mean, if you gotta be down the whole time. Like, you can tell when it's not real or not. Right?
Yeah, and it's been going on since the end of time. I think defensively they call it scuba dive, right? Take a dive. This been going on forever in football, but you can't be done with it. Like if you're gonna do it. So yeah.
My question is,
I definitely see him doing it once or twice.
Is it 3 times in one game or in the season?
I think it's in the season. I think it continues to roll over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they want that shit done.
But they can they send in like a X-ray and say no, he was in the clip of the play.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. There'll be a way to,
or whatever. So
It's just like in the NFL. If you do it, you have to go on the injury report the next week. You have to do all this stuff. It's not like, oh, you got like as soon as you come off the field, you're supposed to get checked out by the doctors if you went down. Like it's like a protocol you got to go through so you don't get fined. Because I ain't trying to get fined. I'm taking none of my money.
Just here, so I won't get fined.
All right, I want to bring this up. So last week, Ole Miss threw for a bajillion yards against Arkansas, which I kind of expected. For those who watch my other shows, Arkansas is very good everywhere, but their secondary just was not a good matchup for them going against Ole Miss. Jackson Dart was 25 of 31, 515, 6 touchdowns. Jordan Watkins had 8 catches, 254, and 5 touchdowns.
God, don't.
Woo! Man, they didn't even have Trey Harris out there. So if they get Trey back, they got Juice, they got Jordan Watkins, Daquan Wright, their other top tight end, Prescorn. They got a lot of dudes. So if the weather does turn out to be nice, are you more concerned with Ole Miss? Are you more concerned with Ole Miss's offense and Lane Kiffin than we were heading into the Texas game?
Who's better quarterback, Murray?
Jackson's having the better season, and Jackson's more mobile.
Yeah, and that's
the ball. That's what we need to know. Will he turn it over?
No, he doesn't turn it over much.
The piece for me is what you said, bro, and what Knowshon mentioned earlier in the show. Like, bro can move, like, and we've seen it. Like, he can run, and they know we everybody I think knows we've had issues with mobile quarterbacks. So I think, I think that's the biggest piece of everything. We got to figure out a way to contain him and get him on the ground defensively. I mean, we've seen good receivers. Texas had good receivers. A lot of these teams have good receivers. So I ain't worried there. But I know we're gonna throw the fence at his ass for sure. I think just like we did in Texas.
Yeah. Any other concerns from anyone with their passing attack?
Bring on the rain now, since you've been talking all that crap. Flood.
Yeah. I know.
Monsoon.
I'm still like, we got after yours, and I do think that this O-line's not as good as Texas. So I feel like we could get after him too and make him uncomfortable. Yeah. But, you can't rush him the same way you rush Quinn Ewers either, though, because of his mobility. So that is a little bit worrisome for me. They're a good football team, boys. I think they're a really good football team.
Who beat them? Somebody beat them. Kentucky?
Yeah, Kentucky beat them, which was and then they had the overtime game versus LSU in Baton Rouge.
Have just one loss right now. You know what I'm saying?
Who?
I think they should have lost. They shouldn't have lost to Kentucky.
No, Kentucky had the ball for 40 minutes that football game.
I mean, I'm just saying you just don't lose to Kentucky.
Not this year. No, not the way they're playing this year.
The
most important question today from Course Taylor right now: who will have more face paint, Jackson Dart or Carson Beck?
Jackson Dart for sure.
Hey, that shit was so ugly the other day.
Whenever he does something different, like Alabama, he had the running back mouthpiece. Last game, he had the crazy face paint. Carson, just be basic. Just go out there and just be basic, please.
Be Carson.
Just be Carson. Stop trying to be something you're not.
Be the good Carson.
That too. That'd be nice. What was the what one would you rock more? The mouth, I guess we know Knowshon, but what was of the two? What's the next thing? You've done the face paint, you've done the mega mouth guard. What is Carson going to be wearing on Saturday?
Darn shooter sleeve.
He wears a sleeve though.
The shooter sleeve?
I don't know what's left.
Oh, the visor's left.
The visor? You can't come out there.
Not in the rain.
That's true.
He can get him a big old gold chain. I have him a rocket with that little Cavender twin in the middle right there for us.
Oh,
he probably got the chain on already.
I do like Josh said, Jalen Walker as a spy. I do like that a lot. I like that a lot. That dude's having one hell of a season. Yeah, he's kicking ass. It's gonna be a good game, boys. All right, we're gonna take a quick break, do our little prize picks part of the show. Then we're going to give our predictions and also our score predictions for Alabama and LSU. Once again, we are presented by Prize Picks this year. Appreciate them for sponsoring us this season. Do us a big favor. Go download the app. Use promo code TPL for $50 instantly in promo funds this season. All right, we're going to be giving each one of us our top pick for the weekend. This is our Letterman Best Bets segment right now. Let me pull Prize Picks up real quick so everyone can see what it looks like on the website. All right, so super easy to use. I'm gonna stick on this game. And where's my search button? I'm gonna go a little Jackson Dart. I'm going to go less than 277 yards passing in the football game. I think weather is going to play a factor. I think Georgia's defense is going to be able to get after him, get after the offense line. I just think it's going to be a lower scoring game in general. So I don't think these teams are going to be, or I don't think anyone's going to separate themselves enough to be able to throw the football or need to throw the football. So run game, rain. So give me less than 277.5 pass yards for Jackson Dart. No, Ben, what do you got?
I got Lacey from LSU. He's a big play guy. I don't know how great Alabama's DBs are, so I'm going more than one touchdown. He's going to get a touchdown. I think he's going to get in the end zone. He is the guy they look to make the big play. He's a big, rangy receiver. I feel like LSU always has one of these guys on their team, and he's definitely going to get in the zone this week.
All right, Knowshon, what do you got?
Taj Brown.
Brooks.
It is Brooks. Yeah, my fault. Taj Brooks from Texas Tech. It's going to be a good game this weekend versus Colorado. This guy's been running the ball though. Every game he's been in, he's rushed for over 100 yards. They're going to give him the ball. You know what I mean? He's had over 20 carries each game except one, and he just run the rock, man. Run the rock really hard. I know Colorado's been doing better on defense and stopping the run, but I think this is one of the games that he's going to keep on doing what he's been doing. You know, I mean, kind of reminds me of DJ Giddens from Kansas State. So I am going to go more than 126.5 yards for him. I mean, each game, even in the close games, even in the high scoring games, they're giving this guy the rock, and he's running hard. So I want to say over. Hopefully, you know,
especially against that Colorado defense, I think you can definitely do it.
Yeah, I think
the defense is better this year, but they still give some yards on the ground. So I think you got more. All right, TK, round us off. Who do you got for our fourth?
I've got my guy, and I've had him before several times. Arian Smith to go for more than 6.5 yards this weekend. It's going to rain. It's going to be sloppy. Oh, no. That don't mean we're not going to throw the ball at all. When we do throw the ball, when we take shots, it is to this gentleman right here. So I am definitely feeling that he may get behind that Ole Miss defense once or twice. And if he doesn't, he'll catch a few underneath and Sir Clips more than 56.5 receiving yards. So let's do that for us. Arian, go Dogs.
Just give me one of those little tunnel screens and just split it. Just split it in the rain and just take it to the distance. Just exactly. That'd be nice. All right, so that is our Letterman picks for this week. So we have less for Jackson Dart. Passing yards, we have more for Aaron Smith, receiving yards, more for Taj Brooks, rushing yards, and then more than 0.5 total touchdowns for Kyron Lacey for LSU. Appreciate Prize Picks for being our sponsor this year. Don't forget, use promo code TPL for $50 in promo funds on your first lineup. All right, let's do some predictions. Let's start with Alabama LSU first. Alabama LSU, essentially a playoff game. Both teams with 2 losses heading into this one game in Baton Rouge. The weather should clear out before the game starts. Night game in Tiger Stadium. We'll go around the horn with Ben first and work our way around. Who wins the football game?
LSU, Alabama. I'm thinking night game in LSU. You got to go with them. I feel like their quarterback's playing well. Texas A&M ran away with in the second half. I feel like they got something to prove. Their fans will be juiced up. They have weapons. So I like LSU in this game. I'm going to go high scoring game, 38-31.
Ooh-wee. All right, Knowshon.
Wait, we doing scores too?
Yeah. Ooh.
If you want to do scores, Ben went the extra mile. I like it.
How about that?
Nah, I like what he was saying though. Night game, that Rouge, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be juiced up. Did you say that? Did you say it's gonna be juiced up? Did you say that same word?
It's gonna be
Yeah.
juiced up.
Yeah, the fans are gonna be ready for this game. You know what I'm saying? And I think I saw something with the record with Kelly at night games down there. He's undefeated, so I think he keeps that going. So let's go.
What's the
LSU.
score?
Oh snap! Let me give me 32-28.
All right. T.
Yeah, I mean, similar to those guys, we know how it is playing down there in that stadium. It gets loud. Them Cajuns be a little crazy, and South Carolina put a little stomping on them boys in my opinion, last week. Kind of gave a little blueprint to how to handle them cats. So I'm giving the nod to LSU, obviously, and then my score, I'm gonna go 35-28.
Okay. So everyone picked LSU. I got LSU too. I like 35-31. LSU wins. Damn, I don't feel good now that all of us picked LSU. That's not a good thing. All right. We'll see the Tigers get it done at home Saturday night. All right, let's get to our game. Georgia going on the road at Ole Miss. I'll start it off. Georgia wins 2017.
Wait, what you say?
2017. Georgia wins 20-17.
Oh, I thought you was gonna be the guy that you were talking about.
No.
I guess.
T, what do you got?
Hey, y'all know me. I'm a dog, baby. Georgia wins. I think we score 28-24. I think it's tight.
Hmm.
All right. Ben?
Need some turnovers. I think if the weather's going to play a part of this, 24-13.
Ooh.
Dogs.
Ooh. And the cover.
Is it him?
First off, Austin, I've picked against the Dogs 4 times in 8 years. 4 times. And I ain't even doing it once a year. It's once every 2 years. So I've hit my quota for the next 2 years. Jeez.
What's the spread on this? That's funny.
I think Georgia's a 2-point favorite, I want to say.
2 point. That's funny.
And they get 3 essentially at their place. So
Georgia's 2.5-point favorite.
I have 31-28. That's fine.
31-28.
Georgia, for sure. You know.
Georgia.
Damn,
Yes.
high
I
scoring
mean,
game.
listen, man. I want to see it. I feel like Carson. I mean, hopefully the weather, whatever for the weather, we're gonna have to throw the ball anyway at some point. I feel like,
Of course, we're gonna throw. It's not like we're not gonna not throw the football. Carson's a
I
big
mean,
kid.
we're
He's
gonna
got
put
big
up some
hands. He'll be
numbers, though.
fine. He'll be fine.
If it's drizzling out there, who cares? I think we're gonna stick to the offense. It ain't gonna be a big, heavy running game, like we said. That front seven is really good for them, right? So, hey, if we get back and down the distance, we're gonna be in passing situations. You see, my score predictions high scoring, right? And that's not all on the ground. So I think we're just gonna have to prove it.
So the Weather Channel says right now, showers and thunderstorms likely.
That's what I was looking at.
Winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 80%.
All right.
Wind's not bad. So that's
this is a run game.
It's not bad.
Yeah, we're gonna be throwing that thing. So
we have
what's the
dogs.
over under on 300? Aaron?
The over under on what?
On 300 passing yards.
passing yards.
Oh, I'm going under. But someone did it in the chat. Did want to know this from Knowshon, from Josh Long. If Frazier does start and plays the majority of the snaps, do you think he gets over 100 yards rushing?
I mean, he's gotten close a couple of times.
I think he's
This
he gets 25 carries, he's gonna get it.
25, yeah. 25, I think he can get it. In the 20s for sure. He's been close. 18, 19. I don't think he's gotten it in 20s yet. But yeah, 25 piece, he can get it. 25 piece.
So right now he is averaging. His best game was the last game versus Florida, 82 yards. He's averaging just right around 5 yards per carry. So yeah, if he gets that 20-25, he should get it.
Yeah.
They got a heck of an injury report down there at Ole Miss, by the way. I just saw it came out.
Oh, they always do.
Yeah, peep that.
Oh, they came out
You
with some
got
fake news.
3
Trey.
running backs that are out. You got 3 wide receivers are out or doubtful. 2 old linemen that are doubtful.
He on that Belichick.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Then they got everybody else is probable or questionable. So
He got the whole team on probable. Yeah.
it's literally. I bet it's 30 guys on this joker.
Look at that. Yeah, it's 3 guys on this joker.
Oh, Lane. Oh, Lane. All right, everyone. Well, y'all enjoy. Have a great rest of the week. If you're going to Ole Miss, safe travels to Oxford. Enjoy yourself. TK, you literally had the most beautiful son I've ever seen, like boy I've ever seen in my life.
Man.
That kid is going to destroy Athens.
Yeah, we're gonna tear it up now. I'm gonna be right
He
there
is
with him.
going to tear it up. How old is he again?
He's 5, bro.
Okay, so Maddox and him will be there together. Good. They can tear it up together.
We
That makes me
can tear it up,
happy.
bro. We're gonna be right there.
Ben, don't send your girls to Athens.
My girl whooped both of them boys.
These little girl pushing boys around.
Better watch out over here in this house. We throw haymakers.
Oh, I love it. I love it. All right. For Ben Jones, TK, Knowshon, Aaron Murray, appreciate y'all joining us. Like, subscribe. Like I said, we'll have some player shows coming out tomorrow. And then we'll be back Sunday to recap, hopefully, a nice Dogs win before the Tennessee game next weekend. And I think TK and Knowshon will be in Athens for the Tennessee game. So we will have some updates on that for you Sunday after the game. Y'all have a great week and go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.